Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Monday. This is the last step toward riches. Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, you guys. We did it. 13 weeks. How lovely. How amazing it's been. And I'm going to continue this Monday through Friday, doing a new book. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick yet, but it's going to be super exciting and I cannot wait. Like always, I'll start this off. I am doing my motivational march. It's going to be 4 weeks. I got my dates. I'm going to post the flyer in here. Free 99. Please message me your email and you can join. It's going to be Thursday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time through March. So the 4 Thursdays in March, it's March 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th. So those 4 consecutive Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a Zoom call where you can join, and we are going to do mindset and mindfulness. It's going to be a nice group. I'm looking forward to all of our meetings together and all of the magic that we have. Community is the most important thing, and me sharing, y'all know, I am a nerd about this stuff. I love sharing it. And not only am I a therapist, but I am a coach, and all of you know this. And I had really fun wins this week. 2 of my good friends, actually 3, another Citadel member, I think they're all Citadel members, made big leaps and made big investments in their personal development and signed up for some programs. So I'm just so excited, and I can't wait to see all of their progress because it changed my life. As you all know, I study with Bob Proctor, and I'm in his masterclass now. I've taken many of his programs, and Thinking into Results is one of the most complete program. It's a 6-month program, and I am now a consultant. I'm a coach of that, which a lot of you already know. But yeah, I don't say that enough. And I was sharing with some friends that, I wish I had this when I was in my 20s. I wish someone would have told me about this kind of stuff. I didn't know any of this. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, James Allen, Thomas Troward, Neville Goddard, just that mindset, the way we study, really the things we fill our minds with dictate our life and how to really achieve a goal. I never really had a formula, so I do now, and I'm very excited. So let's get into this. Last week, the 13th step toward riches, the 6th sense, the door to the temple of wisdom. The 13th principle is known as the 6th sense, through which infinite intelligence may and will communicate voluntarily without any effort from or demands by the individual. The principle is the apex. This principle, the 6th sense, this 13th step toward riches, this principle is the apex of the philosophy. It can be assimilated, understood, and applied only by first mastering the other 12 steps, which we've been through together. The replays are below. Also on YouTube. You can find all of the links to my YouTube on my homepage, I believe, of Carla on this Facebook thing. I don't know how it works. I really only come for the group. So this principle is the apex of the philosophy. It can be assimilated, understood, and applied only by first mastering the other 12 principles. The 6th sense is that portion of the subconscious mind, which has been referred to as the creative imagination. It has also been referred to as the receiving set through which ideas, plans, and thoughts flash into the mind. The flashes are sometimes called hunches or inspirations. The 6th sense defies description. It cannot be described to a person who has not mastered the other principles of this philosophy, because such a person has no knowledge and has no experience with which the 6th sense may be compared. Everybody in this group knows the 6th sense, has had hunches, has had inspirations, those little whispers, those feelings to go after something, or the dreams that are knocking on your door now that you have yet to answer that door. Understanding of the 6th sense comes only by meditation through mind development from within. It's all within us. We are our own universes. Everything we need is inside. You need nothing. It helps to have people, mentors, coaches, like I mentioned, friends, mastermind groups. But at the end of the day, it comes from within. Our bodies heal ourselves. Like when we get a cut, the cure, the healing, everything is inside. We don't need anything outside. Same as on the inside. We can pick and choose what we like. I consider it like a buffet. I was talking to my friend the other day and I said, a lot of times we follow people we like, authors, speakers, even mentors or coaches, but we take what we like and we leave the rest because we have to conceptualize life for ourselves. We have to come up with our own theory, individual, and it's going to be unique like no other. So whatever resonates with you, whatever you're drawn towards, go full force, but you don't have to agree with every single thing. Create your own. It's like bring your own dish to Thanksgiving. When we were kids and we were younger, we just showed up and ate. But when we get older and we're responsible, we have to bring a dish. So to life is a party. Show up every day with your theory, with your conceptualization of life, with your dish. Because if we just copy someone else's recipe, which a lot of people do, we follow people and we just parrot back their beliefs and the work that they've done. But we got to do the work. We only truly learn through our own inner work. That's something that I learned the hard way. So understanding of the sixth sense comes only by meditation through mind development from within. The sixth sense probably is the medium of contact between the finite mind of man and infinite intelligence. And for this reason, it is a mixture of both the mental and the spiritual, the seen and the unseen, the matter and the energy. It is believed to be the point at which the mind of man contacts the universal mind. So the sixth sense is that little Gulf Stream, that little telephone booth. I think I've talked about that before. We have that telephone booth that rings inside with all the questions or all the answers to our questions. Sometimes we want to hear it, sometimes we don't. Hi, David. After you have mastered the principle described in this book, you will be prepared to accept as truth a statement which may otherwise be incredible to you. Namely, through the aid of the sixth sense, you will be warned of impending dangers in time to avoid them, and notified of opportunities in time to embrace them. How many times have you been in a situation where you're like, I'm not feeling that right now? You don't know why. Everything looks good, like we've talked about. When you get hunches or feelings or you pick up on the vibe of other people, you can't put your finger on it. You have no evidence, no physical evidence can point to a reason why not. Why you wouldn't trust someone, why you wouldn't walk down that street, why you don't want to sit next to someone, why you don't want to go to that party. There's a little sixth sense. And when you do not pay attention to it, I'm sure everybody on this who's listening knows when they didn't listen. In hindsight is 2020. You're like, damn it, I knew it. Something was telling me something was off. It says, through the aid of the sixth sense, you will be warned of impending dangers in time to avoid them and notified of opportunities in time to embrace them. You can feel like, you know what? I don't know what it is about this person. I just trust them. I don't know. I want to do it. I want to take that leap. I want to do that jump. Something's telling you inside amidst all of the evidence. And that's what it's like with a lot of our dreams. You tell your parents or your family or your friends or your spouse or your loved one, hey, I just want to do this. They're like, well, that's really risky. That's really this. But you have a hunch. You just have that feeling that it's going to work out. And if you have the guts to go for it against everybody's advice, it usually works out. There comes to an aid and to do your bidding with the development of the sixth sense, a guardian angel. I like that. Who doesn't like that? Who will open to you at all times the door to the temple of wisdom. Ooh. Whether or not this is a statement of truth, you will never know, except by following the instructions described in the chapter of this book or some similar method or procedure. This is what drives me bananas. I've always been a positive person, glass half full optimist, but I am a realist. I am a realist in an optimist gown. So I really, I'm a realist at heart, but I am a positive minded person. And just that's been my disposition in life. So we can either believe that this invisible help is there for us, and call it placebo, but some people are just so, they call it the woo woo. Either you're woo or you're boo. Are you on team woo or are you on team boo? You're like open-minded to all of that woo woo stuff, or you're like boo, no to everything. I'm a wooer. I'm not a booer. I say yes to things. I have to try it myself. I'm not real. I mean, of course I'm smart, but as far as if things are going to help me, call it placebo. I mean, God's a placebo to some people. God, what I say, is like the ultimate placebo. It helps you get through life. I have not seen one thought idea that there is something greater than us that is so comforting and helpful on a psychological level than believing that there's something bigger than us that works for us and with us. Whether or not this is a statement of truth, you will never know except by following the instructions described. So just try it. Just try it. Open up your mind. The author is not a believer nor an advocate of miracles, for the reason that he has enough knowledge of nature to understand that nature never deviates from her established laws. I describe God as law. I describe God as math, as law, as exact, precise science. I think that science and spirituality are one, truly. So nature never deviates. Some of her laws are so incomprehensible that they produce what appear to be miracles. The sixth sense comes as near to being a miracle as anything I have ever experienced, and it appears so only because I do not understand the method by which this principle is operated. That is an introduction to our last week of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, the 13th step toward riches, the sixth sense. I'm excited for this one. It's that intangible. If you are open to knowing that there is guidance coming to us, if we are open to it, there is just something. And we all have it, whether it be something that gave us that gut feeling to do something or not to do something, that this was a good decision, that this person was somebody that I want to be near or not be near. And every time that I haven't listened to that hunch, I paid very dearly. So that is day 1 of the Sixth Sense. I look forward to seeing you all this week and in the Motivational March group, the Zoom class, the group. You can access it here. I'll post it in the link and everything. And like always, I hope you're enjoying all this content. Invite people to the Citadel if you think they'd like it. And I'll just continue sharing this stuff. And I hope you all continue to enjoy it. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely evening.